Forgotten Dragon Studios presents The Lost City of Time.
Theo's fingers brushed against the edges of a map found in an old bookstore, its lines and symbols hinting at a world beyond the known. Labelled Vortex Valley, it beckoned with the allure of uncharted territory. Feeling as though destiny itself had guided him to this map, he exchanged it for a handful of coins, its secrets now his to uncover. The elderly shopkeeper, momentarily pausing his sketching, glanced up with a chuckle.
Ah, the Vortex Valley, is it?
He mused, his eyes twinkling with a mix of skepticism and nostalgia.
Good luck with that. Been on the hunt myself for more years than I'd care to admit.
With the map now in Theo's possession, the night was spent in his room, tracing over the legends and paths that had eluded the old man for a lifetime. The very next morning, as the first light of dawn crept across the sky, he slipped out of the house, the map rolled up securely in his hand. Theo's quest led him in circles, each day blending into the next with no sign of the promised land. Was it all a fool's errand? He wondered, ready to abandon his journey. A sudden gust of wind unfurled the map from his grasp, leading him to chase after it. As Theo caught his breath, having lost the map to the whims of the wind, he felt his heart sink. Yet, as he paused in silence, a soft humming filled the air, drawing his attention to the ground. Scattered around his feet were stones, each vibrating with a faint musical tone. Following this melody led him to an archway made of intertwining branches, beyond which lay a landscape that defied all logic, swirling in an ethereal fog. There, hidden from the ordinary eye, was the entrance to Vortex Valley. As Theo emerged from the swirling mists, his eyes beheld Aeonburg, a city where time itself seemed to hold its breath. The streets buzzed with people, their laughter a symphony of stasis, repeating the same harmonious notes without end. Buildings shimmered like mirages, their beauty untouched by age or decay. Is this paradise? He thought, marveling at the stark contrast to his old life. A life marked by the relentless ticking of the clock, where moments of joy were all too fleeting. Here, in this city of endless now, the weight of history and the fear of what was to come seemed irrelevant. The cobbled streets and quaint houses radiated a charm that felt like stepping into a storybook.
Welcome to Aeonburg.
A cheerful voice called out as he wandered into the main square. A kindly baker, noticing his newcomer's gaze, beckoned him over.
You'll love it here. We're all one big family. Just mind the tales of the old lady,
he added with a wink. He reached beneath the counter and produced a parcel wrapped in brown paper.
You must be famished from your journey. Here, take this. Our local specialty, warm bread filled with spiced apple,
he said with a hearty laugh.
And for a place to rest your head, just down that cobblestone path, 8 Mrs. Lacey's boarding house on Willow Lane welcomes travelers with open arms. No coin needed.
She was the epitome of kindness, and the house, with its fragrant gardens and cozy nooks, felt like a haven. Theo's initial days at the boarding house were filled with warmth and simple joys. However, his attempts to engage in deeper philosophical conversations often led to uncomfortable pauses and hasty changes of subject. This divider left him feeling isolated, yearning for a connection that transcended the superficial. As the weeks blended into months, Theo learned to navigate the unspoken boundaries of Aeonburg's discourse. His initial frustration at the desire for deep conversation slowly gave way to a pragmatic acceptance. He found solace in the beauty of the mundane, gradually embracing the town's rhythm. He began journaling, pouring his philosophical musings onto paper instead of conversations. Turning to nature for the companionship he craved, he spent long hours in the wilderness surrounding Aeonburg. This private exploration became his sanctuary, a place where his thoughts could roam freely without fear of unsettling those around him. In the city where time stood still, Theo found a curious comfort. The citizens, ever polite, offered him smiles that never waned. However, a consistent piece of advice was presented to him with gentle insistence. Avoid the old lady who resides in the streets. Each day, as he explored Aeonburg, the image of the old lady haunted the edges of his thoughts. Who was she, and what made her so different that she alone should be avoided? The existence of such an outcast was irresistibly intriguing. One day he spotted her, sitting alone on a bench, her presence a stark contrast to the surrounding beauty.